Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. To the inside. Shots good by Booker.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Can't cash in from close range. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And the home team has possession. Inside. Shoots from 8. Misses the baby hook.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Shot from free throw range. That shot off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Takes a 3.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's the 3. They get it back. Off with the layup. It's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
To the middle. They swipe it. And here's the break. The 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Beyond the arc. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shields. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Cozier. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 6. Booker pulls it in. Here's the screen. And he banks in the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Launches it from deep. The shot, no good. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Shields will not go. This is off the front iron. To the right side. Down low. Booker, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
So both teams changing it up here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Now here's Mannion. Pass to Balmora. Now here's Mannion. Napier covering. To the paint. Here's Mirotic. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backdoor.
It's hauled in by Gillespie.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here is Mannion. Pass to Gillespie. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Three-pointer. That one, no good. Over in the corner, Edwards. .133 left in the first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Balmora. Scoreless thus far. Gillespie, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Edwards. Another shot. Pass to De Silva. Here's Napier. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Edwards got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Mannion, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the middle. Back to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Mirotic grabs the miss. And here is Mannion. Pass to Balmaro. Over Napier. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 7. And we'll be back. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in game 2. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Mirotic, the screen. Pass to Mannion. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Here's Gillespie. Here's Balmaro. Napier covering. High post try. Balmaro's shot is off. There's the drive. Outside Edwards. 7-foot shot. De Silva. No good.
That's a miss you can live with. He did what he could to get something close to the basket.
Balmaro. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Mannion. No scoring in this one. And it's Gillespie missing. Napier with it. Lets it go from deep. Here's De Silva. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Balmaro. Off target from outside. Now Edwards. 5 points in the game. Lucic. And he drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Mirotic sends it back. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside. Three-pointer. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shields. No good. Good D by Booker. Snatched away. Here's the break. Shields. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He has 7.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the inside. Off target at the rim. The 3. Booker pulls it in. For 3. Nailed from three-point land.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Shields. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Booker in the corner. Puts up a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 5.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Balmore. Nothing on the board. And he gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Down low. Out to the right wing. Can't connect from short range. An even 3-on-3 break. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Shields. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 11 points in the game. To the middle. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Giffey from past the arc. It's hauled in by Gillespie. Here's Gozer. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? For the three, bangs home the trifecta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Shoots the three. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the three ball here in the second quarter.
Pass to De Silva. No good on the triple. Shields. Inside. Here's Gillespie. Shields. And so we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Pass to Balmaro. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Fires the three. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
To the paint. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Pass to De Silva. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. The shot, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind. Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Balmaro. Trying his luck from deep. He's off on that one. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Hits the three-point bomb.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now here's Napier. Still yet to score. Inside. Lucic. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so here's the home team. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Booker got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Jacks up a 3. That's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. And here's Napier. He has yet to score. Misses the 3. They double him with Booker. Here's Cozier. The tray. That shot off. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Booker in the post. 4 on the shot clock. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 8.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Down low, Lucic. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Takes it off the glass. He's got 18.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Takes it inside. Pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And so they foul intentionally. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Both shots good from the stripe. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Good, nice play there from Napier.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And the shot is good. Edwards got 10 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Mannion. Here's Gillespie. Here's Mirotic. Good on the shot. Napier with it. 1:29 left to play here in the third. Out to the right wing. Six on the shot clock. Plays it up off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Out left to the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Mannion, and the 3-ball is good. Mannion's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Napier. Outside Edwards. From deep. It's hauled in by Gillespie. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound. A floater. Rebounded by Balmoro.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Some timeouts, you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
On defense, the home team. Pass to Gillespie. Near the 3-point line, it's Mirotic. Offline from the top of the key.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
He tries for 3. Drops in the tray. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Mannion. They set the pick. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Balmoro. Here's Mannion. Good on the triple.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Count the basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Balmoro, that's good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Takes the 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Mannion. The steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Giffey connects from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Outside Mirotic. To stop the run. No good that time. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Balmaro. From deep three-point land. De Silva with the rebound.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Shields. And there's the drive. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the paint. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Oh, and oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man! Inside, fires it up. Down low. That's tipped. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Intercepted. Pass to Booker. On the wing, Booker. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Giffey. Off target from three-point range. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Fires the three. No good that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shields. Oh, my goodness, the slam! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Napier. Over to the wing. There's the three. No good on that one. $17-foot shot on the way. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 24.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Lucic. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here's Napier. For three, Edwards. It doesn't go for him. .127 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Pass to Booker. .104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Launches it. Frames it from beyond the arc. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
GG, my man.
And here's Napier. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great.